All right, it's time to go see Us. Jordan Peele, Lupita Nyongo, Winston Duke. Let's see what you guys got. I'm so curious. Bro, I'm so nervous right now. I don't know what to expect from this movie, but I'm heckin' nervous. Yo, what the fuck? All right, you guys, Jordan Peele strikes again in his second film, Us. And I gotta tell you, it is a must-see. Off the rip, they already keep you engaged in the story and keeping you invested, very invested at that, and where it's going. And most of the time, the entire movie, you're sitting there trying to figure out what is going on and how do these things tie in. You're sitting there looking for like little Easter eggs, clues, things that might mesh up for the future parts of the film. And some things you'll see coming, and then there's some things where you're like, oh, that's what that was? I like that. It really shows the creative process that this man took into making this film. Like, this was smart. I'm going to go see it again tonight with some friends and stuff like that, and I'm gonna re-go over some things that I might have missed and try and reconnect some things to make sure I can make sense of how all these things came together. Because on first glance, it seemed like there was one in particular thing that was kind of retconned, but then again, maybe I just missed it. You know what I mean? In retrospect, it's probably not even any of that. I'm probably stupid, wasn't paying attention, so wrapped up in what was going on, because it's so much that's going on at one time. Like, you get a couple of moments of chill, but then it picks right back up and you're like,
who's at the door? Like, you're tripping.
There's a lot of symbolism in this movie. Some things I'm sure I'm not going to catch. Some things I'm probably going to have to research and whatnot and look up later. But there's a lot of things in here, namely stuff with the number 11 in it. You know what I mean? If you suffer from any form of PTSD or anxiety, it's definitely going to flare up in the middle of this movie, because you're gonna feel this girl's pain, and you're going to be anxious with her in her anxiety. Like, that's for sure. I know I was sat there a couple of times just like,
oh, my chest is starting to get a little heavy.
Lupita Nyongo definitely deserves an Oscar or some type of award for this film. It's just no way that this can be ignored at this point. Like, having to play that version of herself and then a darker, crazier version of herself, to the extent that she did it, nigga, it was freaking amazing. I will say, if anything else, the ending was a bit confusing, which is another good reason why I'm going tonight to go view that again, because I'm like, what? I don't understand. I understood what happened and the way it ended, but I'm confused about what happened on how it ended. Like, I mean, like, what? Hopefully seeing this a second time, I'll understand it a little bit more. But this is definitely one of those things where you're gonna have to watch it a couple of times to kind of be like, oh, okay. Like, you really gotta pay attention and digest this movie. It's one of those. It took me about 5 times of watching Fight Club before I realized what was going on in Fight Club. This is like that. Nothing like it, but something like it. This is definitely worth the money to go watch, and you should go watch it, like ASAP. Like, go do that.
No, seriously, don't waste any time. Go watch this movie. Not now, but right now. Like, buy your ticket. Buy your ticket.
All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I'm getting ready to go see it again right now in a little bit. So until then, go see this movie. Must see. Very good. And until then, I'll be here telling it like it is.